Thanks, Brian, for opening the show. And I'm real excited to have Angelo up here. I've heard this at a few open mic we had here. He came in and blessed us with a few James Taylor songs. This is really great. Put your hands together. Angelo Cooke's little James Taylor tribute.
Thanks, John, for letting us come do this. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for inviting all your friends, too. I'm so glad it's not often you get to work with other musicians because you're always working at the same time. So it's great that we get to do this thing. And really, I want to thank Fritz, my friend Fritz Clopel over there. He's the guy that put this whole thing together. And Jim Tizano, he's out here taking pictures. And I hope my hair's not messed up. But Jim said to me 2 years ago, you should do this. Come on, by March, have the songs ready, you know. So people have been saying to do this, and they finally talked me into it. And I'm scared. I think I want to go home. But I've been a big fan of James Taylor. I think you guys, everybody knows who he is. And he had some great beginning. I'll tell you what. He was a young guy, and you know, his dad was a doctor, and he was expected to follow kind of in the family footsteps. He'd go to college and all that, and he decided at 18 years old he wasn't going to do that. Went to New York and failed miserably at music pretty much. And, but robbed him of his publishing and made a record that never sold anything. And so he decided at 20 years old he was going to go to England, and that's when it really happened for him. You know, back in those days you needed a record deal. You relied on a record company to make you successful. Unlike today, it's a little different. But so anyway, he's looking for his big break, and he went to England and said he would play in the street. He didn't care, you know. So he gets a call from an old friend of his old bandmate, and he says, "Go see this guy named Peter Asher. He's a new A&R guy at this new record label called Apple Records. Now, by the way, it's the Beatles record label." So, as a 20-year-old kid goes and makes a demo, and he brings it to Peter Asher, and he lets McCartney listen to it, and he liked it. And George Harrison listened to it, and he liked it. He said John Lennon couldn't, you know, he had no feeling one way or the other. He couldn't remember what Ringo thought. So they signed this kid, 20 years old. He had to send his contract home to his dad in North Carolina because he was too young to even sign a contract. So. And he said it was like a door opened and he stepped through and his life was never the same again. So he recorded his first record, which oh, by the way, if you give me that right there.
Oh, here we go, there we go.
I was gonna
Drop prompts.
I always wondered, and I told my mom, I was a big fan ever since I was a kid of James Taylor, and I thought, boy, if I could ever play these songs. So I heard about this record, and I told my mom, I said, you know, can you get me this for Christmas? And all she could find in New York City was a beat-up, used old version. This is it right here. That's the first record of James Taylor. I'll pass it around, you can look at it, but I hate to say it, it's a terrible record. It's really not very good. Even Danny Korchmar, his friend and bandmate, who turned him on to the Beatles and said, go see, he even said it was a terrible record. Anyway, Peter Asher and, you know, Apple fell apart. And he made this record, and he recorded on the leftover time when the Beatles weren't using Trident Studios. They were making the White Album. And, Paul McCartney played some bass, and he sang some, and George Harrison played a little, although he didn't get any credit on there. He didn't take a credit. But anyway, he was inspired by this song called Something in the Way She Moves. And the first line of that made George Harrison, inspired him to write his song, you know. Something in the way she moves, that song. Anyway, so he was going to call it I Feel Fine, but the Beatles already had a song called I Feel Fine. Well, there's something in the way she moves, who looks my way, who calls my name, that seems to leave this troubled old world behind. If I'm feeling down and low, or troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She she's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell, she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning, and I find myself careening into places where I should not let me go, you know. She has the power to go when no one else can find me. Yes, and to silently remind me of the happiness and good times that I know. But I said I just got to know that it isn't what she has to say, or how she thinks, or where she's been. To me the words are nice just the way they sound. I'd like to hear them best that way. It doesn't much matter what they mean. She says them mostly just to calm me down, and I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, I guess just about all of the time. And if I'm well, you can tell, she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine. Thanks, you guys.